Welcome to my channel. We are starting where we left off in our previous video. We have the posts in and are now going to close in the box and help waterproof it with some 10 mil liner. So I'm using 3/4 inch plywood for the sides, and I'll be adding additional support to the sides after the root cellar is finished. Definitely want to make sure there's enough support on the sides from the pressure of the dirt that's pushing on the root cellar. Perfect. Pinching my belly. Okay, so we got the sides put up. That was a lot of effort, especially that top 4x8 plywood on the sides is very heavy for me and Christian to lift together. You can see there's what we have. And again, we're backfilling all around it. I'm going to put a plastic liner. It's a 10 mil liner. Just going to go all the way around. I'm going to kind of secure that with some of the sandbags that we have here. These guys that we have over there. And that'll keep the liner in place while we put dirt around the perimeter, inside perimeter of it. So, man, so that was about 3 hours of work to get those up. It actually took longer, I think just because we were trying to get as level as possible, and it's so hard to maneuver these 3/4 inch plywood boards. They're really, really heavy. So next I'm going to lay on top the 8x10 post that I have. I'm going to be sawing the 8x10 to an 8x8 to fit on top of the posts there. And then on top of that, we'll be leaning some more posts to fortify and close the gaps. And then on top of that will be the 3/4 inch plywood again. And then we'll put the plastic liner on it. So that's the plan. Hopefully we can get all that done today. I think we're halfway there. Pretty much halfway there. You can see there's a lot of gap in between. That's where dirt's gonna have to come in. All right, well, I took a fall. The flat board here fell off as I was pulling this post, and it fell into the pit here, and it hit the ladder just right. I mean, I don't know how that board could have done that, but it kicked out that ladder right out from under me. And I came crashing to the ground, hit my head on the post there, and my back is feeling worse than anything. I got away with that. That could have been bad. Although I'm probably gonna have to go to the chiropractor. My back doesn't feel too good now. It's pretty heavy stuff. I'm surprised though that board was able to kick the whole ladder out from under me. That's just weird.
Yeah, you're lucky that freaking post didn't get you.
Yeah, no kidding.
That perfectly stopped.
That could have been bad. I hit that post on that standing up there with my head as I'm on the way down. Dude, that did not feel good.
Which made the post come down as well.
Okay. Yeah, it happened so fast.
Because you let go of the post when the plywood came down, which made you tumble.
Yeah. It happened so fast. I didn't even have time to think what was happening. Actually, from down here, once it's in here, it's actually not too bad. Not the most solid ladder either.
You could probably make like a door in there.
I don't know, because you don't want intrusion of water. So we are at the point where I have put the posts up on top for support, and there's going to be more posts. They're going to crisscross on that, and actually might have some more supporting posts all over the place. So anything to make this a little safer is the goal. And so here we have our big box. You can see down there. I'll probably fill this in with some gravel or something that's nice and level. It's a lot of work. Heavy pieces of lumber. You can see I put the 10-inch lag bolts in here just to kind of keep them in place before I put on the other posts on top of them. Here's a look from the top. All right, it's getting late, but we're getting close to finishing putting the posts and the plywood on. There are some spaces there that I'm going to have to fill in the gaps there. Got one more plywood on top, and then I'll be filling in the gaps there. That's near the top. There'll probably be about 2 feet of dirt, I would say, on top of that. All right, so I'm inside the root cellar. You can see there I got some posts up there at the top, and I just cut a hole where the entry will be for the coming up and down. So there will be a staircase right here coming down from it, and obviously I still need to plug up all those areas at the top, but that's really not as much of a concern right now. The biggest thing right now is for me to put some dirt along the bottom on the outside, and then put the pond lining. So I'm gonna put the lining on the outside. It's gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna secure that with some of the sandbags, and then I can start putting dirt on top. I'm gonna be renting a skid steer soon, because I'm gonna be getting some gravel for close to the pond. I'm gonna be putting some gravel for a path, and I'm gonna need that. And I'm also gonna use that skid steer to put this dirt back into the side. So I could use the excavator, but I think the skid steer may be a little more efficient at getting it done for this project here. And so that's where we're at right now. That's good, that's good. I don't want to tear anything.
I'll go up the ladder.
Alright, now what I want you to do is I want you to adjust that down there.
What?
I want you to adjust that. Okay, so we got 20 feet. Probably gonna come in.
So is this all we have to do today? Right? There you go.
Okay, we're gonna be using these earth bags that are down here to pull out the plastic a little bit to give it some space from the actual root cellar. So these earth bags are going to help with spreading them out. I'll pick these guys up, put them over here. Spread this out as much as possible. Is putting some dirt along there to make sure that that plastic doesn't fold over. All right, so here's the covered root cellar. So what I did is I wrapped it at the top. And so our hole is right there, up here. And there's a 6-foot ladder there, so that's about 8 feet or so, maybe a little more. And so I sealed the outside. Once I got the plastic all the way around on the outside, I put dirt all the way around it, just to kind of seal it in the event that there is some water that gets in on the sides, that it won't come in here. So I cut a little hole into the plastic. Oh, who's this? All right. All right, time to check the grass seeding that I did over here. This is about a month later. And so you can see that the grass has started sprouting up. This is all bare ground a month ago. Looks like we're getting some pretty good sprouting. All in here. Hopefully that'll eliminate or reduce the erosion. This is where a lot of the water will probably come into the pond. Right here, there's a trough, and it goes up there. And so it's looking pretty good, actually. And we got that. It wasn't a lot of rain, but we got a little bit of rain a couple of days ago, and I'm sure that the grass likes that. Need a lot more water in this pond, but that's okay. I don't need it right now because I'm working on my root cellar, and I'm hoping that I don't get any major rain before that is complete. Trying to get skid steer out here for a week. Not that I'm going to be doing it all week long, but it's the best price if you rent for a week. And so I just need to get that. I'll probably get that in about a week or so, and move the dirt into around the root cellar and on top. So yesterday I went out and got some tubing for the ventilation system in the root cellar. So you can see here this 3-inch tubing, and that'll punch through the root cellar, and it'll be two openings, or 2 holes into the root cellar, one on each opposite side, one for the intake and one for the return or the outtake, and that'll hopefully give us some ventilation inside. Well, that's it for this video. In the next one, I'll be installing the vent pipes and bringing in the skid steer to fill in the gaps and finish up the root cellar. Till then, have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on the next video.